to my YouTube channel. Today I will be filming a 50 questions about me tag, and let's just get straight into it, why don't we? So I've got a few questions on my laptop that I think I should answer, because why not? So the first fact about me is, where am I from? Well, I am from Australia, from Sydney, the beautiful Sydney, where we have harbour bridges, opera house, and all that good stuff. I was born here, and yeah, I just love Australia. I couldn't imagine any other country to be in, really. And that is currently where I live. But what's my actual ethnic background? I'm actually, what do you think I am? I'm actually Chinese. My mom is Indonesian Chinese, and my dad is from the northern part of China, from Harbin. So that makes me mostly Chinese, I guess. How old am I? I am 5. Well, that's what most people think I am. Or my friends think I'm like 5, but I'm actually 24. So yeah, I'm kind of old, and I still play with Totoros. So yeah. What is my hobby? I like to eat. I like to sleep. I like to play. I guess you can say that Instagram is my hobby. Taking photos, eating at cafes, making YouTube videos now. And yeah, that's my hobby. What's my favorite food? Well, if there's one food that I can eat every day, it would probably be Japanese food, because I love how fresh it is, how simple, like it's not too oily, it's kind of healthy for you, especially sashimi. I love sashimi. I can probably eat sashimi every day. I probably won't get sick of it. I mean, some people think that it's really easy to get sick of sashimi, but honestly, if I could afford eating sashimi every day, I would. So, yeah. You can probably guess that I love Totoro. That is my favorite character. Yes. Totoro is lying. Yes. When did I start my Instagram? Well, I started, I think, if you go back to the first ever post I ever did, I believe it was late 2015. But I wasn't very serious about Instagram until maybe, well, I started posting a bit more regularly in 2016, but I think when I started to really launch my Instagram around 2017. Yeah, I think maybe when I started posting my USA photos, I started to take it a bit more seriously, because I went traveling and I wanted to post travel photos, and I also went to cafes in Sydney. So that's how I got into it. I graduated from the Sydney University in 2016. Well, that was the last time that I finished my course. My actual graduation ceremony was in 2017, and I graduated from a Bachelor of Commerce, and I majored in accounting. So typical, right? I also did a minor in management and a little bit of finance as well. But basically, I graduated from accountant, and I guess from there on, I started pursuing graduate roles and accounting roles. Even during uni, I was, looking for accounting roles and other work experience, because as a commerce graduate, definitely necessary. But if you guys want more detail about that, I'll probably make a separate video about my career and all that good stuff. But anyway, continuing on with this tag, what is my career or my dream career? Yep, so I'm an accountant. Dream career though, if I could be an Instagrammer and make money from Instagram, or not have to work 9 to 5 and still make a 9 to 5 salary, that would be my dream job. Because, yeah, why not? Like, why work 9 to 5 when you don't have to? But of course, I do quite like my job right now, and I'm very satisfied where I am, planning to stay in my current role long term, or in my current company at least long term. So hopefully that goes well. Yeah, I don't mind this career pathway anyway. So, but actually, I've always wanted to be a primary school teacher. I actually debated, like, when I was in uni, whilst I was, applying for graduate programs, but it's so competitive being in the accounting field and the finance field. It's very competitive to find, to establish a corporate career. And I was always having, that self-doubt as whether or not I'll be successful in this career pathway. And I always had that passion for teaching because I did tutoring on the side. So I thought that, hey, I should probably be a teacher because I actually do enjoy teaching. So I always wanted to be a teacher, but you never know, lay down the track, I'll probably want to do teaching because it's never too late to be a teacher. Anyway, am I a night person or am I a day person? I am, I guess, a night person because I can stay up really late and I hate waking up in the morning, and yeah, I have to make a few alarms and I might still sleep through them, so yeah. I promise you I'm not that late to work. Am I an extrovert or an introvert? Now this is what I always wanted to study about myself. Am I extroverted or introverted? Well, on the outside, I probably appear introverted, but what does introverted even mean? Well, generally, an introvert may be shy because they like to keep to themselves. So on the outside, I may appear shy, but what I feel like is that I may self-assess myself to be an extrovert because I like being around people, and being around people makes me happy, and I do kind of feed off people, which is what an extrovert does. They feed off people in order to, drive their energy and continue on with their lives. So in that way, I'm actually an extrovert. But I may not necessarily be the loudest person in a group or be the person that has the most things to say, because I sometimes have nothing to say because I'm just But I might try my best to make conversation in that way where I feel comfortable in a group or have common interests with a particular group or person. So I don't know what I am. I'm probably both. Depends on the situation, I guess. Am I left-handed or right-handed? I am right-handed. Do you consider yourself a good cook? Well, I make some things for myself and for my boyfriend, and I cook them and I can eat them. So that's pretty damn good if I can eat it, right? So yeah, but these days I've been trying to make some other things that might be different. But I basically cook the same things on repeat because I'm still learning, I guess, because I recently moved out, so still learning how to actually cook better, but work in progress. If money were no object, what would you do for your next birthday? I'll invite everyone to a fancy brunch or lunch or dinner and just party it out. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? To be honest, I always find that Sydney is the most amazing city to live in. I haven't been to that many places in the world. I've been to America, been to Japan, Korea, a lot of parts of Asia. But what I feel is that Sydney just has everything in one place, and it's just somewhere that I'm used to. And I can actually, even going to other countries to appreciate the beauty of the scenery or just the different things there, I still always appreciate the beauty of Sydney when I go back home, and always just appreciate how lucky I am to live in Sydney no matter what. Even though I sometimes can complain and be oh my god, Sydney's so boring, there's only XYZ things to do, but these days I find that I can always fill my weekends with something, so I just love Sydney. What is your favorite thing to have for breakfast? I actually don't eat breakfast because I just get out of bed, put on my clothes, brush my teeth, and run out the door. And then I go to work, and then I might just have a milk tea that I make from work, and that's my breakfast, I guess. So that's breakfast for me. It's not my favorite thing to have, but ideally, my most ideal situation, I would have a brunch breakfast every day. But you know, that's not possible because I'm always in a rush, going to work and just have a milk tea. Done. What's my favorite gadget? A phone. Literally cannot live without my phone. I mean, Instagram is on it, so you know, phone. What is your longest relationship so far? So I'm currently in my longest relationship. It's been almost 4 years. A goddamn 4 years. But yeah, love. Next. Do you have any siblings? No, I am the only child. But I promise you that I am not spoilt. I don't think I'm spoilt, at least. Well, I try my best not to spoil myself too much, I guess. I mean, I grew up being very money savvy, I guess. So I don't actually splurge on things, or my mom never really bought me really lavish things growing up. I always sort of had to earn it by myself. So yeah. Who was your first best friend? Shout out to Melissa. If you're watching this, you are my first best friend, but you already knew that. So, love you. Next is how tall am I? I am 165, or probably 164.5. Yep. I am an average height in Australia, but maybe slightly above average for an Asian. What is my eye colour? It's actually brown, but you probably can't tell. But it's quite, not very dark, so it's a bit light. What is your favourite or worst subject in high school? Well, I was always quite good at art and music, as well as maths. But I wasn't really like the top A, or like I didn't do 4-unit maths in high school. But I did do 3-unit maths. Like, it was good enough to do 3-unit, but not 4-unit. It's just, yeah, I'm not that crazy with imaginary numbers or whatever they did in 4-unit. But I tried my best to do 3-unit, and I got a decent mark for my ATAR, and yeah, so 3-unit maths definitely helped my ATAR. I always loved art. I was always quite good at art, but you know, I believed that it wasn't going to provide me with a high ATAR because it was not a high scaling subject, so I didn't pursue art. Although I did do music. You see, I couldn't do 2 low scaling subjects, so I did do music because I grew up playing the piano. So yeah, music was a thing that I tried to pursue more professionally, but now I don't even play the piano, and I wasted all my mom's money and all the years practicing piano. But hopefully, like, you know, if I were to play the piano now, I would be able to probably play some songs, but definitely not as well as I did back in the day. I'm so sad, but oh well. What can I do, right? Life, work, full-time work. This is what full-time work does to you. Anyways, next we have, what is my favorite drink? Of course, it is bubble milk tea or boba milk tea. I love it so much. I literally can drink one every day if I could, but unfortunately it is very bad for my health. So I'm trying to limit myself to 1 bubble tea every 2 weeks, is what I say, to help me lose weight. But it's not working, you see, because I had one yesterday. Oh no, my bad. I actually did live up to my standards this week because I got my wisdom tooth out. So yeah, you guys know I got my wisdom tooth out. So I did actually reach my goal this week, but hopefully next week I don't break it again. We'll update you. We'll update you in my next video. Next. What's my favorite perfume? I actually like this Miss Dior perfume that I use right now. It's the parfum one, so it's the one that's slightly stronger. It's the one that, you know, the Miss Dior one that comes in the really cute packaging. I think a lot of people have that one. It actually smells really nice, and I like that one. What sports do you play or have you played? I don't play sports. Is eating a sport? Yeah, that's what I do. Next, what would you what would you name your children? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. What is your zodiac sign? Well, I am a Capricorn because I'm born in January. So that makes me a very hardworking and ambitious individual. Hopefully. That's what they say, at least. Next, what would you do with the money if you won the lottery? I would spend it all on useful things, I promise. Actually, I would probably spend some of it on investment properties, because why not generate or invest into an asset that can generate you even more income? That's like the smartest thing to do, right? But I would probably get some consultation on investments because I don't know too much about it. I mean, I own my own property, and eventually I would like to turn my property into an investment property, but we'll see where I go with that. I may do a video about that in the future. Next, what could you have done today to make today more productive? Well, guess what? Today I do believe I was already very productive, because today was the day that we had to vote for the election. And on top of that, I needed to do many shoots and pick up things from the post office. And on top of that, attend my friend's birthday. And on top of that, make this YouTube video, edit photos, engage with Instagrammers, and then take a shower and do everything else, which I'm in the process of doing that today. So technically today is very productive, and I have overloaded today already. So I'm pretty much burnt out right now. Yeah. What would you rather have, a flying reindeer or a unicorn? I think I would prefer a flying reindeer, because that means I get to go to visit Santa Claus, and that means I can ask him to provide me with more presents. Do you need to be tucked into sleep, or can you fall asleep anyhow? I'm actually told that I sleep quite easily, and when I do sleep I just zone out, so yeah, I can probably sleep anywhere, to be honest. If you had to wear one item forever, what would it be? A dress. I love wearing dresses, especially flowy dresses or play suits like the one I'm wearing now. Yeah. If you could have one talent, what would it be? I think if I could have one talent, it would be to read minds. I find that human psychology is very interesting, and being able to understand people and just see what people think of you, maybe, or what they're thinking. It would be very powerful. Knowledge is power. So, would you rather the world remain peaceful forever, or no one on earth ever goes hungry? I reckon that's very difficult. Food is important, but so is world peace. Honestly, I don't know. I think both are important. What is one item on your bucket list? Well, this year's bucket list is, in terms of travel, is to go to Gold Coast, which I have planned in April. Potentially Korea in June. And I have already booked in Hawaii for September, so I'm so excited. Those are my current travel bucket list for this year, but of course I definitely want to go to every other country that I haven't been to, mostly Paris, Turkey, Europe, everywhere around Europe pretty much, and I would like to go back to Japan again because I just love Japan. There's so many things that I haven't done in Japan yet. Like, I haven't been to Kyoto. Like, how? Why? And I've been there at least. I've been to Japan 2 times. Sorry, I can't count. Yeah, and it's just so disappointing that I haven't been to Kyoto. And there's so many places that I want to go. And so much food that I want to eat. But, yeah. Bucket list in terms of... What else is it in terms of goals? Is that like part of a bucket list? But I guess I can tell you my goals as well. Goals for this year would be, I would like to grow my Instagram to 10k. That would be this year's goal. And maybe hopefully grow my YouTube to 100 subscribers. I know it's really slow. YouTube is very difficult, I find, especially starting right now. But yeah, I would love to also expand my YouTube because that's very new to me, and I would like to keep consistent also on my YouTube, trying to post once a week. And I know it's very difficult, but I'm gonna try like every Saturday night film a video for you guys. Not that any of you guys are like that keen to watch, but hopefully you guys will be looking forward to my videos. What is my shoe size? I'm size 8 Australian. And yeah, I think that's all the questions that I could find. Oh, what is one item that you can't live without? Yeah, like I said, I can't live without my phone. So yeah, I can't live without my phone because I love to communicate, and it just kills my boredom and it allows me to be happy. So phone. Yeah, so that